Hey, it's Victoria. So today I'm going to show you how I did this sugar skull look. It was pretty simple. I've actually never done this one specifically before. I actually don't do this very often, but it was pretty simple and this is what I got and I'm actually really happy with it. So if we're all ready, let's just jump right into the video and I'll show you what I did. So I started off with my Smashbox primer. I got it at Sephora. It's amazing. It also makes your face feel really good. Wait for it to dry, and then I go with my Ben Nye Clown white makeup, and I just get my blending brush and I just pat it all over my face. And you have to really make sure that you get your lips too, because that's really important. And the other spot that's really important is the eyes. And then around the hairline and along the sides of the face. So just pat along in there and try to do the best that you can. And then make ghost faces. Ha ha ha. Make sure that you get the edge of your face too, because that can also kind of sneak away and you kind of don't see it. After that, I go in with my super white Ben Nye powder to make sure that it gets rid of all the stickiness. So I go in with my Sephora brush. It's a 95, I believe. And I just go and I tap my whole face. And then after I'm done with my brush, I go over it. I go with my blending brush to make sure that I really can get in all the cracks and creases. And then I go in with a thinner brush and I make sure that I brush off all the excess, and then I also do my lips as you just saw. Then I go in with my L'Oreal palette eyeshadow. It is a, forget the name or the number of it, but I am using the purple smoky eye palette today, and I'm going with the lighter colors at first, and I'm going to go and cover the whole base of my eyelid, and then I'm going to also drag it below to make the circles that you get for the sugar skull. And then drag it around the top above the eyebrow just a little bit, not too much. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want, but I didn't want to do it too far up there. And then just kind of outline it at first, and then after, then you can drag it to the bottom and then just fill it all in. So I'm just using this as my base color. So I'm not making my edges super distinct right now because I am going to go in with a darker color later. So just fill all that in and then do the other side. And then I'm going in with the darker color and I'm going to go around the edge of my eye, so kind of over my eyebrow. Now you can have the option of gluing down your eyebrows, but it didn't work for me today, so I just skipped over that, and I'm going to fill it in with a darker eyeshadow to make the edges stand out from the rest of it, and then make sure you do the bottom too, because you know you want to look dead and make your eyes all hollow. After I also went in with a even darker color, I'll have all the names listed down below so you can see what I used, but I decided that I wanted to make the edges a lot more distinct than what my little palette had, so I went in with a really dark purple, almost black, but not quite. And then do the other side. Then I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush, and I'm going to make sure that I contour my face because I like the look of having a contoured sugar skull. I feel like it adds more personality and more depth to it, so that is what I'm doing. I just am using my eyeshadow here, so nothing super fancy, because why not, right? And then I'm just going along where you normally contour, and I'm actually bringing it down to meet with the bottom of my face here. Again, I started with the lighter color, and I will go in with a darker color later because I just want to get the base down, the base foundation, and then kind of go from there. It's really important to make sure that you actually really cover your face with the white powder, because this would be impossible if you don't actually make it so it's just powder, and it's just the white clown makeup. Then it's just gonna stick and your brushes are gonna get dirty, and it's awful. Believe me, I've made that mistake. Also, if you make any mistakes, then you can just go over with your beauty blender, and then you can just kind of tap on the spots that you don't like, and then just make sure again that you use your super white powder and go over it again to make sure that there's no sticky spots. I'm watching Suits in the background, that's why I'm always looking to the side. It was a very riveting time in the whole Suits world, I will tell you that. I really like my looks to be really, really blended out. Some people like to have more distinct lines, but I really like it to be blended out and look more airbrushed. So just if you do like that look, then just make sure you really, really, really blend. And then try and attempt to do the exact same thing on the other side. That's always fun. But after some effort, then you usually get there. So just keep working at it. Then I'm going in with a darker color to really make my cheeks look hollow. Just the dark purple eyeshadow. And then I'm taking that same dark eyeshadow and I'm going over the lips to make the top lip. I'm making the top lip look more hollowed out too. And then I'm starting off with a darker color along the outside of my lips, and then I'm going to go in with a lighter color, the color that I started with on my eyes, to go for the rest of the lip, or the rest of the top lip, as you can see right here. And then make super sexy faces. Now I really wanted my cheeks to be really hollowed, so I actually went and got black eyeshadow, and I decided to just go over and hollow my cheeks out even more, make more contrast, and I actually really am happy that I did that. It really made the whole look seem more deadly. Now I'm getting my eyeliner. I don't even want to attempt saying the name because I feel like I'm going to mess it up. It's like, no, I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to have it on the bottom of this video, but I'm getting my eyeliner. It's actually a sponge tip, so it's not a brush tip, it's a sponge tip, and I feel like I don't like it doing my eyeliner, but for things like this, I think it's really good. So I'm just going and making petals around the outside of my eye sockets. I made them really big. I'm not exactly sure why I did make them so big, but you can do whatever you want. Make them as small or as big as you want. And then you might just have to re-go over some lines to just make sure that they're as even as the other ones and not super light, and so that they're actually seen. So that's one eye done, and then you're going to go and do the exact same thing on the other side, but for the sake of time I've just sped this one up because it looks cool and it's also faster and it makes it look like I'm really good at what I'm doing. And then just again, touch-ups, and then move on from that onto the lips, and then I get the same eyeliner and I'm outlining the lips, the top of my lip. Now this isn't necessary, you are going to drag it out along the side of your face to kind of accentuate the mouth. I decided to actually make a really thick line because I wanted it to really be seen. It was also partly due to the fact that I did kind of make a mistake, so I had to just kind of cover it up a little bit, but shh, don't tell anybody. Yay, I did it. Now try and attempt to do the same thing on the other side. Again, it takes some time. It is kind of hard to get your angles right and make sure that you do it properly. If you want, you can get a ruler or something and kind of make sure that it's even. And then after that, then I am going in with my same eyeliner and I'm just going to draw some lines along the line to make it look like teeth. Try and make it as even as you can because it will look more symmetrical in the photos after. And then just go all the way up to the top, and then I do the lips after because the lips are a little bit more tricky and I wanted to make sure that it actually was looking okay. And now we are going to make our hollowed out nose. So I just draw a V along the top of my nose, and then I connected the top parts of the V to the bottom part of my nose. Then do the same thing on the other side. my phone was gonna die. And then after you've cleaned up the lines a little bit, then you can just fill the entire thing in. Then I'm taking a different eyeliner this time. This is the one that I use on my eyes. At the moment, I actually normally like to use Kat Von D tattoo liner, but this one is one that I just got at a drugstore while I was out one time when I needed eyeliner. And it actually works fairly well. So I'm just making a normal cat eye to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit more. This part just takes patience and practice. Yay! Now do the same thing on the other side. I'm just drawing some dots along the top of my face. They're a little crooked, just ignore that. And then just draw some lines along the side of your face, along your cheekbones here. You can swirl them up. It's really, again, whatever you want to do here. There's no right or wrong to it. This is just what I was doing. I'm lengthening the line up towards my hairline and then doing the same thing on the other side. I had a really difficult time with the curving with this eyeliner, so again, another eyeliner might be better, but this is what I decided to use today because that's what I had, and I'm never going to use it for my actual eyeliner. I am now putting my Make It Forever eyelashes on. These ones are really great for this sort of thing because they're really dramatic. When I open my eyes fully, the eyelashes reach my eyebrows, so it's really good for this look. And that's that. This is the sugar skull that I created, 4th time ever doing this face painting thing on my face. And this is what I got. I'm actually really proud of myself. So if you like this video, hit thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!